shower drain. I wipe the glass, but your words stay stained. Cursive red across the fogged up pane. You'll always be mine in my favorite shade. I laughed at first, thought it was cute. A drunk promise you swore you'd prove. But morning came and the color stayed true, while you were already gone with someone new. I traced it with my finger, felt the waxy light. Every loop and swirl screaming goodbye. Lipstick on the mirror, blood red confession you couldn't hide. Wrote forever like it was yours to give, then vanished like smoke. Didn't you live? I stare at the ghost of your handwriting, while my reflection's asking why I'm still fighting. Lipstick on the mirror, and I'm scrubbing till my hands bleed, trying to decide if I hate you or just miss the version I idolized. Cap still off, rolling on the marble floor. Same tube you borrowed the night before. You kissed the glass like sealing a vow. Left me to clean up the mess somehow. I kept the evidence taped to the frame. Proof you were here, proof you felt the same. But evidence fades when the truth walks out. Now it's just crimson doubt. I should smash it, let the shards confess, but I'm too scared of what I'd see less. Lipstick on the mirror, promised the stars, delivered the tide, pulled me close in the fluorescent glow, then left me reflecting on everything. I don't know why I wear your shade like armor tonight, bright and bold, but it don't feel right. Lipstick on the mirror, and I'm still here rewriting what we tried. One day I'll wipe it clean with makeup remover, watch the red run like tears down the sewer. But tonight I let it stay, let it burn, let the light stare back till it finally turns into something I can forgive or forget, or maybe just something I haven't met yet. You lie, but the mirror keeps your alibi. Lipstick on the mirror, scrawled your forever, then ran and hide. I believed every curve, every twist of the pen. Thought it was love, but it was pretend. Now the glass is clear, but the marks in my mind, a scarlet reminder of the love left behind. Lipstick on the mirror, and I'm finally learning how to say
Electric eyes that broke my heart. Electric eyes that broke my heart. You walked in like a thunderstorm, neon hail danger in your form. City lights dancing in your hair, like every secret led me there. Your smile flickered like a faulty sign, said forever but you crossed the line. Every word like a loaded spark, lighting fires in the dark. I should have seen the warning signs, but I got lost inside your eyes. Those electric eyes that broke my heart, lit the night, then tore apart, like lightning striking in the dark, burning every fragile part. You pulled me close, then let me fall, like I meant nothing at all. Still you ghost close in the dark. Electric eyes that broke my heart. We were dancing in a midnight haze, under purple streetlight blaze. Every kiss like a flashing wire, running straight into the fire. You said love was just a game to play, a neon dream that fades by day. But I believe the way you smiled, even when it turned so wild. I felt the storm before I stay beneath the sky. Those electric eyes that broke my heart, lit the night, then tore apart like lightning striking in the dark, burning every fragile part. You pulled me close, then let me fall like a bad through that all. Still your ghost glows in the dark. Electric eyes that broke my heart. Now every neon sign I see flashes back your memory. Every spark inside the night feels like your dangerous light. Maybe love was just a spark meant to fade into the dark. Electric eyes that broke my heart, left a scar like glowing on. Every time the night will start, I remember where we part. Even if the lights all fade, even if the world turns gray, lightning left its burning mark. Electric eyes that broke my heart.
City skyline bleeding pink and blue. I'm 23, still wearing your perfume. Heard your name in a stranger's laugh tonight. Felt the stab, but I smiled polite. Umbrella broke 3 blocks ago. Now I'm soaked, but I won't go home. 'Cause the lights keep flashing like apologies. Every drop of my skin feels like you're teasing me. I'm dancing alone in neon rain, spinning under signs that spell your name. Baseline pounding through my veins, but nobody's hands on my waist. I look happy, I look fine, lipstick smudge, but the hurt's still mine. Dancing alone in neon rain, wondering if you're dancing the same. You said forever, then you hit the brake. Left me circling the block at 2:08. I deleted the playlist, kept the Polaroids, burned the letters, kept your voice in my head like static on repeat. Every red light feels like defeat, but the pavement shines like it's crying too. Maybe cities get lonely like people do. I'm dancing alone in neon rain, twirling past the ghosts of your refrain. Heels click, echoes down the lane, but nobody calls out my name. I look happy, I look free, mirror lies, it's still you and me. Dancing alone in neon rain, hoping someday it won't sting. One day I'll wake feels like a movie long ago. Your laughter used to paint the air, bright like fireworks everywhere. Now the world feels dim and bare, but your shadow's still right there. Time turned the pages of our life into silent frames of night. Everything fades to black and white. Memories blurred in fading light. But in the dark of every night, I still see you in color bright. Your red scarf in the winter snow, golden sunsets we used to know. Even when the world feels colder, your colors never grow older. Photographs inside a drawer, smiles we don't wear anymore. Dust settles on the floor of dreams we once were fighting for. Your voice echoes down the hall like a ghost I almost called. Though the years erased it all, your colors never fall. Time erased the things we knew, but it couldn't fade you too. Everything fades to black and white. Lonely frames in endless night. But through the silence and the fight, I still see you in color bright. Your blue eyes in the summer sky, the pink goodbye we can't deny. Even when the stars grow colder, your colors never grow older. Maybe love was never meant to survive where time was spent, but the heart refuses gray when your light won't fade away. Everything fades to black and white, like an old film out of sight. But somewhere deep inside my mind, your colors stay alive in time. Even if the years go by, even if the tears run dry, the world may lose its hue forever, but you're still my brightest color. Found an old shoebox under my bed, dust on the corners, things left unsaid. Your handwriting fading on a silver tape. Summer secrets we tried to escape. Press and play and the room comes alive. You laugh in the background from 2005. Windows down on a midnight drive. Two reckless hearts just trying to survive. The static whispers your name again, like time never moved past then. Our heartbeats on cassette tape, spinning slow but they never break. Every crackle, every mistake sounds like love we couldn't fake. Rewind the nights, don't let them fade. Every promise we ever made, somewhere in that old mixtape. Our heartbeats live on cassette tape.
heartbeats on cassette tape, playing back every twist of fate through the silence and the escape. Love survives on cassette tape, so I'll keep this tape beside my bed, where your voice and my heart once met. And every night before I sleep, your heartbeat echoes back to me. Streetlight flickers on an empty lane, rain writes poems on the window pane. Your number's fading on a scrap of blue, but every digit still leads back to you. Neon humming like a lonely tune, quarters spinning underneath the moon. Cars rush by but the world feels slow, every second is a ghost I know. The dial tone whispers in my ear, like it knows you won't appear. I'm still waiting by the payphone, midnight, talking to the dial tone. Your voice echoes in my head alone, but the line goes cold like a stone. Every ring feels like a small hope, hanging on a fragile tightrope. If love's a road you left unknown, I'm still waiting by the payphone. Your lipstick mark on a coffee cup, promises we never pick back up. Taxi headlights passing through the rain like memories I can't contain. You said call me when the night feels long, but the night's been playing the same sad song. Coins keep falling like a broken prayer, but you're not on the other end there. The operator knows my name from calling you again and again. I'm still waiting by the payphone, midnight, talking to the dial tone. Your voice echoes in my head alone, but the line goes cold like a stone. Every ring feels like a small hope, hanging on a fragile tightrope. If love's a road you left unknown, I'm still waiting by the payphone. Maybe so across this town, you hear the same old ringing sound. Maybe you stop, maybe you turn, maybe you feel the same slow burn. But silence answers every plea, like you erase the thought of me. Still I'm waiting by the payphone, with a heart that's overthrown, every memory overgrown, in the weeds of what we've known. If you ever find your way back home, through the midnight undertone, you'll know where I've always been. Still waiting by the payphone. Phone lights up at 12:03, same old area code. I shouldn't look, but my thumb's already sold. Your name like a bruise I keep pressing to feel. 3 words typed and deleted, guess that's real. I'm in the same sheets we used to fight in, clock radio static, your voice still hiding in. You say hey like it's casual, like time didn't bend, but I hear the unsaid, this call's gonna end. I count the rings like they're apologies, each one louder than the last one you gave me. Midnight caller, you never said forever, just maybe someday, in a voice so clever. Now you're dialing when the world's asleep, pulling me under where the memories creep. I answer every time like a fool on repeat, hating how hopeful my heartbeat still beats. Midnight caller, you never said forever, but God, I still wait for the weather to change. You ask how I've been, I say fine with a laugh. Voice cracks on the edges, you don't call me out on that. Talk about nothing, the weather, a song on the radio.
the wreckage we left in the rear view glow. I trace the outline of where your head used to lie on my pillow that still smells faintly like your goodbye. You yawn like it's easy, like this isn't cruel, while I'm rewriting our ending like some lovesick fool. I should hang up, let the silence win, but your I miss you slips out like a sin. Mid-caller, you never said forever, just borrowed time in a silk thread tether. Now you're whispering secrets you won't keep, while I'm drowning in echoes I can't unhear deep. I answer every time like it's therapy, pretending your voice is still home to me. Midnight caller, you never said forever, but I'm still here when the line goes dead. One day I'll block the number, delete the thread, stop checking if returns to delivered instead. But tonight the moon's too full, the dark's too loud, and your call feels like the only thing allowed. So I let it ring, let it ring one more time just to hear you breathe. May caller, you never said forever, but you haunt every hour like you meant to sever the promise you didn't make, the one I still chase in the blue light glow of this empty space. I'll answer one last time, then maybe I'm free from the ghost of your hate calling out to me. Midnight caller, midnight caller, goodbye's over the prom night promises, you took them back like footprints fading on the track. You swore our love would never crack, but hearts can break just like that. Gym lights glowing like a silver moon, paper stars hanging over June. Your jacket wrapped around my dress. You said forever, I said yes. Polaroid smiles, a borrowed crown, slow dancing while the world spun around. You whisper in the midnight track, don't worry, babe, I won't look back. But the music faded with the dawn, and suddenly you were gone. Prom night promises, you took them back like footprints fading on the track. You swore our love would never crack, but hearts can break just like that. The corsets dried, the colors bled, your words still echo in my head. Forever felt so close that night, but morning proved it was a lie. The banner fell, the lights turned low, everyone had somewhere to go. Your hand slipped slowly out of mine like we were running out of time. Your car headlights down Maple Street, a quiet ending, bittersweet. You said we'll always stay the same, but summer never came. The stars would dance beneath that night, didn't watch you say goodbye. Prom night promises, you took them back like petals falling from the black. You drew a future like a map, then tore the whole thing off the track. The ribbon from my wrist still stays, a souvenir of better days. Forever felt so close that night, but morning proved it was a lie. Now the gym is just a memory, a song trapped in a melody. Your shadow in the flashing lights still haunts my quiet Friday nights. Maybe love was meant to last, but some dreams stay in the past. Prom night promises, you took them back, left my heart between the cracks of every word you never meant, and every kiss you never said. Still, when the slow song starts to play, my heart drifts back to that hallway where forever felt so right. And one fragile prom night, blanket on the rooftop, your hoodie over my shoulders, sparklers in our hands, writing stupid little promises. You lit the fuse, I laughed when it fits too close. Said this is us, baby, we're gonna burn the brightest. Red, white, and blue exploding overhead, your fingers laced in mine, no one else existed. We counted down with the crowd, but it felt like ours, like the sky was cheering just for what we started. We chased the glow, ran through the smoke, thought love like that could never go broke. We were fireworks on the 4th of July, bright and loud, lighting up the night sky, sparks flying wild, hearts on fire. Promise we'd never come down from higher, but the show ended, the ashes fell slow. You packed your things, didn't even let me know. We were fireworks on the 4th of July. Now I'm watching reruns, wondering why we burned so fast and said goodbye. Polaroids in the glove box, your laugh caught mid-frame, suntan lines where your hand used to stay. I still taste cotton candy on the tip of my tongue, hear the boom every time a memory's rung. You said next year we'll do it bigger, but next year came and you were a stranger. I drive past the field where we parked that night, see kids with sparklers, feel the same old fight. We were golden, we were loud, till the silence got too proud. We were fireworks on the 4th of July, crackling bright against the dark July sky. You kissed me at the finale, swore it was fate. Now the calendar flips, but I'm still stuck on that date. The embers cooled, the magic went dim. You walked away, left me holding the hymn. We were fireworks on the 4th of July. Beautiful ones now just a sight. Sometimes I wonder if you see them too, from wherever you are, under the same moon. Do the colors still sting like they do for me? Or did you forget how electric we could be? I light one spark, or on my own front lawn, write your name in smoke, watch it gone. We were fireworks, we were everything. We were fireworks on the 4th of July, exploding perfect then fading goodbye. I still chase the boom in every summer song, hoping one day it won't feel so wrong. We burned so bright, we couldn't last, but God, what a show while it lasted. We were fireworks on the 4th of July, and I'll always love you under that sky, under that sky. I found it folded in the back of my closet last week, black leather worn at the elbow, zipper half broke. You left it here the night you said you couldn't stay. Said it was too heavy, like the words you wouldn't say. I hung it up like some kind of museum piece, thought maybe time would bleach the memory clean. But every time it rains I catch that same faint smoke. Your cologne, my tears, the promise you revoked. I should throw it out, I know I should, but darling, burning it would feel too good. Your leather jacket still smells like goodbye, like late night drives and one more try, like promises whispered under sodium light, like the moment you walked out and didn't fight. I wear it sometimes when the cold gets me, and wrap your ghost around me like a bad dream. Your leather jacket still smells like goodbye, and I'm still not ready to say mine. There's a cigarette burn on the left sleeve cuff from the night we laughed until the sun came up. I trace it with my finger like a scar I didn't earn, wondering if you kept the scarf I let you burn. I see a shadow in the hallway mirror sometimes, talk quiet, turning away like it's not a crime. But the jacket stays, it's heavier than regret, proof you were real even if you forget. I tell my friends I'm over it, I swear, and then I breathe it in when no one's there. Your leather jacket still smells like goodbye, like dashboard lights and we'll be fine, like radio static jacket still smells like goodbye, like the end of summer, like a lullaby that never finished, that just drifted away, like the space you left that I still can't feel today. I'll keep it folded, keep it near, until the scent of you disappears. Your leather jacket still smells like floor finally held when I dried all those tears. I don't check the weather or look for the rain. I've forgotten the map to your island of pain. My mother doesn't ask if I'm losing my mind, 'cause the version of me that you knew is behind. I heard you're still painting those skies for a crowd, but the colors look thin and the thunder's too loud. You're still a master of the blurred line regret, a ghost in a suit that I'm trying to forget. But I'm not the student and you're not the dean of the messiest classroom I've ever been in. Dear Joy, I see it all from the top of the hill. The fire went out but the air is so still. I'm not the girl in the dress crying home in the dark. I'm the forest that grew from your flickering spark. You were a chapter but I am the book, and I finally mastered that don't follow look. I don't need your sorry, I don't need your grace. I've lived enough life to erase your whole face. I saw your name on a list of the lost and the cold, the same tired stories that you've always told. Still blaming the traitors who don't understand, while you're building your castles on shifting gray sand. Do you still look for 19 in every new room? Do you still plant the seeds just to watch them not bloom? I used to be blinded by all of your light, but it's easy to see when you step out of sight. You're a lesson I learned, you're a bridge that I burned. You're the should've known better that I finally earned. I'm not a firework over your town anymore. I'm the sunrise you're too tired to keep waiting for. I took back the matches, I kept all the heat, I left you the ashes to stay at your feet. So still, I'm not the girl in the dress crying home in the dark. I'm the forest that grew from your flickering spark. You were a chapter, but I am the book, and I finally mastered that don't follow look. I don't need your sorry, I don't need your grace. I've lived enough life to erase your whole face. Exile from your arms, I saw the silence in your eyes tonight, like winter settling in the room. We used to dance around the truth. Now every word feels like a wound. You stood there like a stranger's ghost in the house we built from dreams, and I kept talking to your shadow while you slipped out of reach. I heard the echo in your voice again, like something breaking through the floor. You said the love we had was fading, but I was fighting for it more. You say I never tried to stay, but you were halfway gone by June. I was holding on to ashes while you were leaving too soon. And all the quiet between our words became a war we never heard. Now I'm in exile from your arms, standing outside your heart. jacket wrapped around my skin. You said the world could fall away as long as we were still within. But promises are paper thin, and time knows how to tear. Now the only thing that's left of us is breathing in the air. I never wanted empty rooms or memories in the hall. I thought that love would pull us back, but it just watched us fall. And every step you took away fell louder than goodbye, like thunder rolling through a storm. You never asked me why. You said you never saw the end. I saw it coming all along. Why didn't you try to stay? Because you'd already gone. I waited in the quiet rain, I waited in the dark, but somehow we were standing worlds apart. Now I'm in exile from your arms, no shelter from the storm. The love we thought would last forever couldn't keep us warm. And every road we tried to walk just pulled our worlds apart. Now I'm in exile from your arms, exile from your arms, exile from your arms. The city is quiet after 2. Street lights flicker into view. Your old car humming down the road. No destination, no control. Windows down, the summer air. Your laughter floating everywhere. You said let's go where no one knows. And suddenly the world felt slow. Your hand brushed mine like trouble in disguise. I knew that look inside your eyes. Midnight driving, bad decisions, neon lights and blurred out visions. Every mile we crossed the line between your heart and mine. Radio playing our confessions, 2 lost souls in one direction. We were young and reckless then. Midnight drives and bad decisions. We parked beside the river bend. You said forever like a friend. Something in your voice was thin, like love was leaving in the wind. Headlights passing far away. Your silence had too much to say. I felt the moment breaking slow, like something we both didn't know. Your shadow leaned against takes me back to the love we couldn't have. Radio playing our confessions, ghosts of teenage indiscretions. We were wild, we were young, midnight drives and bad Mirror on the wall, who's the one you don't recognize? The shadow in the hallway, or the fire in my eyes? You left the porch light blinking, a rhythm out of time. But I'm rewiring the circuit, I'm stepping out of line. I used to be the whisper, the ghost behind the glass. But the girl who waited for you is a relic of the past. The coffee's getting cold, but the engine's running hot. I'm taking back the pieces of the life that you forgot. I'm painting on a promise, a shade of neon bloom. I'm walking out the door and I'm leaving you the gloom. It's red lipstick revenge, a crimson state of mind, leaving all the heartaches and the hollow words behind. A velvet revolution, a sharp and steady line. I'm looking in the rear view and I'm doing just fine. The color of the sunrise, the color of the flame. You won't forget the face, but you can't evoke the name. Red lipstick revenge. With that same old tired stare, looking for a victim in the chilly city air. But I'm a different frequency, a signal in the dark. I'm the hidden lightning, I'm the catastrophic spark. You thought you held the palette, you thought you drew the scene, but I've claimed the canvas and everything in between. It's not about the spite, it's about the way the scarlet catches all the morning light. It's the armor that I'm wearing, it's the power in the stain. It's the beautiful reminder that I've mastered all the pain. left me the secrets that the shadows know. I watched the beaker, I watched the flame. I learned how to hide the weight of my name. He was looking for gold in a leaden sky, while I was just learning how not to die. Sulfur and salt on the tip of my tongue. The songs of the monsters are the songs that I've sung. He built a machine to outrun the years, but he never could measure the weight of my tears. I am the alchemist's daughter, the spark in the glass, watching the ghosts of the centuries pass. He wanted a miracle, he wanted a throne, but I am the fire he couldn't have known. I'm breaking the vial, I'm changing the state. I'm the one who decides my own chemical fate. Not a ghost, not a stray, not a pawn in his game. I'm the alchemist's daughter, and I've started the flame. They call us the monsters, the other the strange, the daughters of men who are desperate for change. But look at the lightning that lives in my hand, a language of power they don't understand. Justine in the garden, Diana in white, we're rewriting the story in the middle of the night. He gave me the poison, he gave me the scar, but he didn't realize how bright I could start. Dissolve the silver, burn the lace. I'm washing the ink from this tired face. The formula's broken, the lab is in bloom. There's a different kind of life inside this room. We aren't his failures, we aren't his mistakes. We're the beautiful mess that the reckoning made. In the glass, watching the ghosts of the centuries pass. He wanted a miracle, he wanted a throne, but I am the fire he couldn't have known. I'm breaking the vial, I'm changing the state. I'm the one who decides my own chemical fate. Not a ghost, not a stray, not a pawn in his game. I'm the alchemist's daughter. I wrote your name in the margins of July, where the coffee rings bloom like quiet goodbyes. Ink bleeding softly through thin paper skin, like every secret I kept tucked within. Your voice was a chapter I read in the dark, a flicker of fire in a tight old spark. But but the ending kept changing each night in my head. So I folded the page instead. I sealed it with silence, a stamp made of fear. The words were too honest to ever appear. You're the manuscript I never said, every line of love I never meant to hide away in a drawer so deep where midnight promises go to sleep. If courage had been heaven bent, you'd know every word I meant. But some stories stay unsaid. You're the manuscript I never sent. Autumn arrived with a chill in the air, and letters unsent gathered dust on the chair. I traced every sentence that carried your face, but the truth felt too heavy for envelopes in space. You moved like a poem I couldn't quite keep, a rhythm that haunted the edges of sleep. So I kept every page like a fragile regret in the manuscript I never sent. The ink slowly faded, but the memory stayed. A novel of maybe I was too scared to say. You're the manuscript I never sent, every line of love I never meant to bury beneath all the what ifs and whens and quiet goodnight never said again. If courage had been heaven bent, you'd know every word I meant. But some stories stay unsaid. You're the manuscript I never sent. Maybe one day in a library light, someone will read what I couldn't write right. The tremble of hope in a half-written line, the ghost of a love that was almost mine. Pages will whisper the truth I denied, between every tear that the paper dried. You're the manuscript I never sent, every fragile word still permanent, in chapters of midnight and borrowed regret, and stories the heart can't forget. If time could circle and reinvent, I'd sign every line I meant. The love stayed locked in my pen. You're the manuscript I never sent. We started out like summer rain, soft and easy, no complaints. Your laughter spilling through the air like nothing broken anywhere. We drew our names in borrowed sand, two reckless hearts, one fragile plan. You said this love will never burn, but fire's a thing you never learn. We swore the past was far behind, but ghosts of ways of crossing lines. We were clean until we weren't, until the bridges started burning. Every promise turned to smoke, every word we never spoke. We were safe until we fell into secrets we wouldn't tell. Love was light and love was hurt. We were clean until we were. of who we were before the scars, before the truth began to blur, before we lost what once we were. We were clean until we weren't, until the quiet started hurting. Every kiss began to fade, every vow